And we're waiting.
Go ahead and
Still
start.
waiting. I'm assuming y'all can hear and see us. Maybe it's a little bit delayed, so Courtney's trying to be quick to hit the mute button because we're a bunch of rookies. And she got it, luckily, so we're good to go now. So howdy, everybody. How y'all doing today? Let's go ahead and say hello to some fine folk in the chat. We got Mr. Larry. He said, someone turn the lights on. It's dark in here. Lights are on. Louie, the Lone Star Picker. I sent you a message on IG, but you didn't respond to me. I'm just saying. Roll it forward, South Carolina. It's Mr. Henry. Good to have you here. Bargain Resell Sean. What's up, man? Good to have you here. Mr. Ford Pinto Richard. He says, LOL, I see a sea of blue. I ain't sure. Mr. Frank Hall Jr. Hey. And Nurse Flipper, hello. Good to have you here as well. So this is our first live since the 127 yard sale, which was a lot of fun, and we had a great time out there, didn't we? We didn't make a lick of money. I mean, not a lick.
Well, not yet.
We ain't gonna make a lick of money. We're gonna lose money on that trip. I mean, that place was so high dollar. I mean, I couldn't even afford to drive past some of them sales.
But you scored on
We had a good time, though. We had a real good time. Baritone Man, howdy. Good to have you here. Sunset Resellers, you as well.
Johnny.
Yeah, I'm late to the party. You are just in time, buddy. Deer Run Depot, hello.
That's a cool name.
Sure is. Why didn't we think of a name like that?
I don't know. Miss Jennifer's in here.
Good to have you here, Miss Jennifer, and hope everything's going well with you. Miss, you want to say it? Because I almost butchered it last time. It's Babette, right? Babette?
I think it's Babette.
Miss Perkins, good to have you here as well. Thank you for coming in. Scooter G is in the house.
Look.
Hold on, you got the comment blocking it. He can't even see it. Look at that.
Sure.
Mr. Joe's Boots himself, son. And we appreciate that deal you hooked us up with. Mr. Eddie Trammell's in here. Becky Smith is in the house.
It's jumping. Sorry, y'all.
Miss Angela Hansard, good to have you here as well.
So is it
Audrey W? Hey, man, look at that. That's Lady in a Tramp. That is awesome.
So is it Babette?
Babette.
Because she said perfect.
Okay. We'll roll with it.
Sorry if I butchered your name.
So today we want to bring on some very special folk.
Kinfolk.
They my kin. So today, he said, hold on. Let me pause for a second. Mr. Scooter G.
Yes.
That's
I'm
Scott.
still breaking them in.
Yep, she loves them. And we have a few people up there at that 127 ask about that.
These
Joe's
shirts.
Boots.
So we did a little advertising for you.
So we got two special. Mr. Robert, good to have you here as well. Two special kinfolk we want to bring on today. And I decided to do this because, one, y'all get to hang out with some more rednecks. I mean, who don't love that?
She's not redneck. She's a Southern Belle.
Southern Belle, as she like to put it. And y'all seen my brother in these chats and over at Rev's chats, and I don't know where else he's been. I mean, he's probably like Nicky T's everywhere. So we got him in here today, him and Miss Amber. So let's bring them on. There is the man and the miss.
Howdy.
So that is my brother Brandon and his wife Amber, and they live up in, where y'all live?
Indianapolis.
Right up there in Froggy's backyard. So
they still look darker than we do, even with the lights.
So he watches Froggy's yard sale videos, and he goes right after Froggy and picks up all the things he misses. I don't know if he does, but I still made that up. You what?
So I get ahead of him sometimes too.
But yeah, I mean, they right up there shopping the same stores, probably the same yard sales, and I mean, they all the time finding good stuff. So he, yep, that's it. So they used to well, my brother did. He used to resell a lot on eBay back a long time ago when he was in college, and back before I was ever even thinking about eBay. And you made pretty good back then, didn't you?
Yeah, I did enough to give me extra spending money when I was going through college. I had 2 hours between classes, so gave me something to do.
And then you got the good job,
Look
so
who's
you didn't need
here.
to eBay.
I told you Nikki T would pop in.
Hey Nikki T, he was showing me something backstage a while ago for you and Mr. Rev Resale, and
So if Rev's around, you ain't got a minute. Pop in.
I mean it speaks volumes. I mean, there ain't no other way about it. So you gonna show it to her? She's waiting to see it.
Hey Chris, what's up?
Get ready for the first week of the season.
Buddy, look at that. That joker has got
This ain't a pretty hand. I don't know what it is.
That joker right there. Now that I mean, ain't nothing needs to be said except roll tide. Right?
Mm-hmm.
He's a huge diehard Bama fan, as you can see on his shirt there. Sure is. I know she like that. Behind.
Yeah, it's a little slow.
So you used to sell on eBays, and you just recently started back, right?
Yeah, I actually started back when we were teenagers working at Trade Day, and we found those bunch of razors and stuff. That's where I started on eBay.
Oh yeah, I forgot about all them Gillettes, wasn't it?
Yep, sold all them on the eBay, and then went in the Army, did my thing there, came out, and I was sitting between classes one day, had a 2 hour break between class each day. So I decided to go to a thrift store up the road. After I got in the thrift store, started looking around, I started realizing, hey, I can make money off this stuff. It's priced so cheap. I started buying mainly clothes and take them home, take pictures of them, list them up, and pretty much paid for all my extra spending money through college. And that continued till I finally got a full-time job, got out of college, and then I stopped for a while. You started a YouTube channel, got me watching it again. So then next thing I know, my house is full of junk. So
that's all right. Did anything change from the time you quit eBay to you came back to eBay? Like, is the platform changed any at all?
a little bit. I mean, the fundamentals were still pretty much the same, but there were little changes here and there.
Hey, Miss Amber, Mr. David wants to know how you like the croaking frog.
It's okay. I remember my pawpaw had one when I was a kid. So as long as it doesn't get played with too much, I'm okay with it. Just because it brings back memories.
That's $10 I ever spent right there.
What is that? Is that a squirrel? Or is that a cat?
Where?
In that picture.
Oh.
I think it's a cat.
On that picture up there.
They said, stay tuned. I'm making a redneck resale gadget for you. Interesting. That's interesting. That doggone frog, Nikki T says.
Y'all hear the crying in the background. Get ready for that smile.
Oh, can they hear the baby?
They probably can.
Yeah, they got a little. How old's your little baby?
15 months old.
15 months old.
We remember when she's E-Beady.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So my brother there, Brandon, he used to do taxidermy in his garage. Well, he started out when we were teenagers, and then he was mounting everything. If it could be stuffed, he was stuffing it.
Sometimes he just left it in the freezer.
That's a pretty fair assessment, ain't it?
Pretty much.
I mean, from chickens, fish, squirrels, deer.
Ducks.
Like you can see the deer back there behind him. He mounted that joker too. Was real big into taxidermy. They moved up there in Indiana for his job. His garage was full of taxidermy stuff. And within a matter of months, all his taxidermy stuff is gone, and it's an eBay warehouse.
Pretty much. Make more money that way.
If he lists it.
So, let me tell this story real quick. Starting off, he was telling me he'd been selling on eBays. Next thing I know, this cat is sending me pictures of him buying a pallet jack, and he's got pallets out there in his garage like a warehouse, moving these jokers in and out. And been selling a lot of stuff, though, ain't he, since you started back?
Yeah. I've sold quite a bit. Now I'm mostly a collector. I need to start listing it, but
That's my problem.
Amber probably thinks it wouldn't be so bad if he just listed.
Well, where do y'all Where are y'all just selling on right now? Just eBay?
eBay and Macari.
eBay and Macari.
My bad. Check
How
my
y'all like
file.
at Macari?
That's all her.
I like it. It's pretty easy to list stuff, and I haven't really had any issues with customers or anything.
How do you do your shipping on there? Do you charge for shipping and print the Macari label, or do you do free shipping and go pirate ship?
I do a little bit of both. If it's going to be cheaper going through pirate ship, I'll just add the pirate ship price to the cost and show it as free shipping in Macari.
At Redneck Resale, what is the story behind the Ranger you drove of Brandon's?
Mm.
You gonna get him in trouble, Nikki T.
Well,
Go ahead and just tell the
at the
story
time-
like it is.
At the time, it wasn't his anymore. He left, and it was left. And my mama was driving it as a mail truck, delivering the mail. But I mean, I just turned 16. I had to have a way to get around too, And I mean, it didn't make it.
He wrecked it.
I mean, wrecked it bad.
We'll leave it at
We had
that.
like 4 different trees.
Yeah. It was in bad. I don't know. I think it was unsavable. I crashed that joker though.
No, you creamed that joker.
Sure
They
did.
just left in the woods.
Yeah.
I didn't have no license. I mean, what was I gonna do? Sit there till the cops come? Had to leave that joker.
Surprised you made it out of that.
I mean, wasn't really that big of a story. Just crashed it.
Mm.
So back to what was you saying about the shipping? How'd you do that?
Oh, I just add the pirate ship if it's going to be cheaper. And like if it's over £1, I'll do pirate ship just because it's cheaper. And then I'll just tack that onto the price.
Do you promote your stuff at all, or do you just set it at a price and leave it?
I'll promote it, but then once it goes to like the bottom dollar I want, I'll deactivate it and then raise the price back up and start over.
Yeah. Do you have you had any issues selling on there or anything hard to do?
Not really, which mostly I'm doing shoes and like Caroline's clothes that I bought off of Zulily that I got in trouble for that she's outgrown. So just get my money back on those stuff.
So baby clothes are selling on Macari.
Yeah, Matilda Jane's like a biggie. That always sells really fast.
Matilda Jane.
Mm-hmm.
Is that free for expensive stuff?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And it doesn't match, but it still looks really cute. So
Have you ever heard of that app? It's a selling platform called Kittazine.
no.
Kittazine.
Don't ask me. I
I don't know. It's like a newer app selling platform, but it's like all kids' clothes. But I've never been on it. I just hear people talking about it.
He wants to know who put the tree in the road.
The better question is who put the truck in the woods.
We got the answer to that.
She says, Amber, how many? So when did you start selling on Macari?
Probably a month ago.
A month ago. How many sales have you had? Like number of items?
14.
How many items do you got listed?
A little over 50.
Oh wow,
Way
That's
past me. I
pretty
just
good.
threw some blanks on my car yesterday.
that's actually a really good sell-through rate. 50 up, 14 sold. Pretty good. That's really good. So do you think you're gonna keep selling on Macari, or are you gonna branch out?
I'll probably just still sell on Macari unless like I go to eBay route or something if some stuff's not selling on Macari, but I'll just mainly give that to Brandon to list.
Poshmark may be good for Caroline's clothes too.
Hey, Miss Debbie. Poshmark. Yeah, I may. I don't know. The only thing with Poshmark is you have to like share your closet, which I don't never share the closet. But at least a couple of pickers says on Kittazine, which they sell on like 15 platforms. So
Santa's here.
he says, "Ho ho ho, howdy, folks." So, what is the biggest issue you find with reselling?
Listing.
Listing?
Yeah, I like to buy, and I like to buy it all in one bunch. So I've got probably 20,000 items I need to list right now. And
You
Yeah.
sound like your
And
brother.
let me tell you, he ain't lying. Ain't lying at all.
You ain't lying neither if you look at that death pile.
That ain't 20,000.
It's pretty close on there.
Thrifty Santa says he boarded the Southern Twang train.
sure enough,
Hmm. What is that movie with the Santa Claus train you like to watch?
The Polar Express.
Polar Express. This is the Redneck Express. Sure is. Hmm. But so the hardest. What is your worst buy yet? I think I already know this, a couple of them, but I want to make sure.
give me a minute to think on that. I got a few.
I mean, I'm thinking in collector plates, but then again, you sold some of them.
I'm thinking the bowling pin.
Yeah, I've got my money back on them.
Too.
And you ain't listed it either because your story your brother told you.
Well, I'm gonna keep it.
My bowling pin I only paid 50 cents for, so I'm okay there.
What are you gonna do with the bowling pin? You gonna buy a bowling ball and see if you can hit it?
If I get a collection.
Oh dear God.
Them things is heavy. That's a weapon if you need it.
Yeah, that thing shocked me when I picked that thing up. If y'all ain't never picked up a bowling pin, I mean, I was shocked when I picked that joker up. I mean, that's like a club. Sure is like a club. If y'all drop anything in the chat that says redneck and we don't see it, just take redneck out of it and put
Or
it back in there.
abbreviate it RR.
It's not that we ignoring you. It's just because it's gone. Like, it should be gone. That's just how you, man. Are you scrolling?
No, I'm letting that one catch up
Buddy?
with our other one.
Ooh. That chat
See,
was
now it
moving
jumps
quick.
this one.
She had me go and make it into a lamp. Bowling pin.
I think records have probably been my worst buy.
Why is that?
I bought that big collection of used records that estate sell and didn't know anything about records, grading, anything like that. So I ended up with a bunch of junk there. I did go and buy a big lot of 100 and something that were sealed, and I've done really well on them. But I won't mess with any vinyl records that have been opened anymore.
Yeah, them people real ticky. Really. I had somebody message me the other day on eBay, and I'm sure y'all got this, which your account when you started back reselling had feedback on it, didn't it? Like
Yes.
it wasn't a new account.
Yeah, I had a little over 400 when I started.
But I'm sure you deal with this too. I sold somebody said I'll buy all of these magazine things from you, and if you can do better on the price, which I was up there, it was like $9 a piece. I would be happy with half that. And they sent me a message that said if you could do better on the shipping price, because I know it don't cost no $3.99 to ship that. And I was like, huh, what do you work for the post office now? Because that's what it costs. Whenever I do calculated shipping, that's right away what it ships at. But this person was like arguing, like basically saying, I'm not buying this unless you make the shipping cheaper. I was like, hey, I can't make the shipping cheaper. That's what it costs, How do you deal with them type people you run into?
I usually just tell them, hey, that's what it is. If you don't like it, go buy it somewhere else.
Do you run into them kind of people?
I had one on a coffee cup the other day, didn't we? Because it weighed a little over a pound. Or like it won't cost any more than $2 to ship that.
Well, I mean, what's wrong with people?
Package dimensions, and I actually screenshotted the USPS and sent it to them. And it was actually more than what the calculated rate was by like 20 cents. So never heard anything back from them.
People don't understand, and it kind of gets aggravating at time. Which now I'm starting to learn just who is fishing, and who to ignore. Like who's just wanting a riled up response, because you get them too on eBay. I know with a new account we got it a lot, didn't we? Like people fishing for either a partial refund or refunds or griping about something.
So Louie, can you put redneck in the comments or even on like a video comment?
Yeah, if you put the word redneck in the chat, like you can type it in the chat right now, and it's nobody's gonna see it.
That's why you see people like spell it backwards.
I can see the REDNEK.
Do it that way.
I can see that. Shipping cost is whack because of Amazon. Thank them. Yeah, it's getting out of control. Which if anybody that does Amazon and ships through FBA, I mean, and you can use Amazon, I mean, you get dirt cheap prices on shipping.
It'll let some of them slide through, but it won't let all of them come through.
I don't know. I'm just telling you what I've noticed. Now y'all gonna make me out to be a liar, right?
Well, sometimes it doesn't pop up on the other one. It pulls them.
Yep. So, Brandon.
Yep.
Are you gonna start a eBay reselling YouTube channel?
I don't have any plans to right now, just because I need to actually do the eBay work more and list more. And I don't have enough hours in the day at the moment, but I may in the future.
Yeah, y'all both work full time, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
3 kids.
Yeah, handful. But I always find time to get out and buy stuff, so can't really use that as much of an excuse.
Yeah, that's another reason I wanted to bring y'all on, because everybody in the YouTube realm, or that resells and watches YouTube, they see mostly, like, they don't see the back end of, like, Matt Part-Time Pickers. He's don't have enough hours. He's like y'all working full time. I mean, but like me and Courtney, y'all see us. I mean, we don't have another work. I mean, it looks like it's something easy. Whereas you guys and gals, y'all got 3 kids, both working how many hours a week, plus trying to spend time with each other and doing the reselling on top of it, plus the sourcing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, y'all find it hard?
It's extremely hard. Yeah, basically, every week it's almost non-existent when we go pick up baby from daycare is when we usually make time to go Goodwill or thrifting together through the week.
But now that school started back, we have to wait on Tanner's bus, so we have to rotate it to where we don't go to the store at the same time to source, which is okay because I take longer to shop than he does.
But like, that's the reality of people that work full time trying to do this on the side. I mean, it's a lot to take in, and they're still, I mean, making 50 listings on Mercari with all them sales plus eBay. I couldn't do it. I'd quit my real job. You gonna quit your real job and start reselling full time?
Oh no.
No.
Can't walk away from that pay and benefits.
Your mama wants to see the baby.
Yep. Louis says it is reality work to the bone. It is, and I feel that a lot of the people, like if you're getting into reselling and you come onto somebody's channel like ours or somebody, somebody else's, you're not seeing the real I'm working to the bone plus my full-time job plus everything else, because the people like you guys and gals don't have time to film. I mean, you don't have time to show the work put in. And that's something people need to be able to see and consider.
Yep.
Sure is, because I mean, reselling is a ton of work in itself. I mean, from finding items, there's that baby. From finding items, cleaning items, listing the items, storing the items, shipping the items. I mean, plus all the back end tax work on top of that. I mean, it's a lot. Sure is a lot.
Mm-hmm.
He says, I can't walk away from mine either, but I would like to. Yeah, there's a lot of people stuck, in the Marathon Man. It's in a $4.99 super chat. Thank you so much, man. We appreciate that.
She said, I hear you, but I don't know where to look.
Squirrel moment. I mean, that's the reality of being a reseller, whether you're full, part-time and working other jobs trying to do this. So why are you trying to do this with all this other stuff on your plate?
Just gives me a hobby, something to do. Plus, I like the extra money.
Extra money.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's a huge thing about this reselling. I mean, you don't have to put that much time into it. You can, if you can know what's selling, you can only list 1 or 2 items a week and still make extra money.
Mm-hmm.
Sure could.
And overall, it's easy money. It's just listing it and actually getting ready to do it. It's not hard to buy something, take a picture, and sell it.
Yeah. It is for me. I have a bad habit of buying something and putting it in the corner. But we back on it now. We back on it.
Runs in the family.
Yeah.
So we went up there and seen them. When was it?
She was little.
Last year. About a year ago.
How old was Caroline? She wasn't.
She was less than a month old.
Yeah, she was still tiny.
Yeah, about a year ago. And I'm going to tell you, from living in Florida to living here now and going up and traveling to other places, a lot of people's reselling success depends on where they live. I mean, we're down here struggling to find anything hardly, it seems like. Now, granted, a lot of it is knowledge. You know, how much do you know about what's available to source in your area? Like down here, as you know, wood is down here everywhere in abundance. And antiques. They are everywhere here. My knowledge is not in antiques. I don't want to know about a lot of antiques. You know, that stuff isn't what drives me and gets me excited. So sourcing here is completely different from sourcing in Florida, and it's completely different from sourcing up there where y'all are. I mean, we went up there to his house last year, and I was amazed at all the stuff. I mean, just laying around, you know, free money. And I know you've been sending me pictures about every day, it seems like, from a Facebook deal to the pallet deal you got. Tell everybody about that pallet deal you got with the hunting stuff.
Oh, that pallet deal was probably my best one. I went to this liquidation store up here on the south side of Indy. Went in. It was about an hour before it closed, and all the workers they had in there were crackheads that night. Bad crackheads. And they had all types of MMA gloves. And
you can't say crackheads on YouTube. We're politically correct around here.
Too late. They're crackheads. But started digging through the bins and found a shopping cart just full of brand new Century MMA gloves and pads and things like that. So I loaded it all up. Had probably $600 or $700 worth in my cart. I got up to the register, and crackhead that was working up there said, "Hey, I don't want to count all this. You can have the entire cart for $50." I was like, all right, sounds good to me. So I went back and filled up another cart, and then gave me $50 for that cart too. And he said, "Hey, are you interested in any pistol magazines? I've got them in the back. Big box, all brand new sealed. You can have the entire box for $30. I was like, yeah, go ahead and ring me up for them. So I paid for it, and he went to the back. And then he came out with a panicked look on his face because somebody had already sold those pistol magazines. So he's running around apologizing. I said, well, what else you got back there in the back that ain't out here yet that I can just do for the same amount so you don't have to process the refund? So he carries me back in this employees only area back there. And I walk up, and there's this giant pallet just full of brand new sporting goods from a Field and Stream store that closed down. And I said, how much extra if I buy that? And he's like, $20 more. So $50 I'm all in and got probably $6,000 or $7,000 worth of merchandise.
Easy. Yeah, he was sending me pictures of this stuff. I mean, all brand new stuff, and he was loaded down with this stuff. I couldn't believe it. I almost hopped in my truck, hopefully to make it up there before that crackhead got fired to buy me some. But I mean, just unreal to deals up there. And if y'all watch Froggy, I mean, he finds deals like too. But I mean, the success of reselling ain't just having the work ethic and listing stuff. It's, you know, you got to be able to adapt to your area and source what you can source. Right?
Yeah.
Susan's comment.
How do you guys calculate all your taxes? It's a nightmare. I have to say I quit my full-time job to resell online. Susan. Well,
this right here is my tax filing system.
Yeah, I mean, just throw your receipts in a bag. Get you if you're doing any kind of volume, you need to get you an accountant. I mean, I learned that after my first full-time year of reselling. But get you an accountant. Keep good, just keep your records. Keep track of all your stuff. There's numerous apps that'll track your mileage and, keep your receipts. And get somebody that knows how to do it. I mean, they're fairly cheap. Get that redneck butt off yours and list them goodies. Courtney needs some more moon pie and a baby.
Look, I'm on my last one.
We are back on that listing train now. I listed 17 yesterday. Hey, I want to share a real funny story real quick. I'm gonna chase the squirrel just because I thought it was completely awesome. So up there on that 127 yard sale, we went up to her on Tennessee. You know, we was up there with OSP and all this. We stopped at this yard sale. If y'all seen the movie, y'all seen me say haunted. Brandon, say haunted.
Haunted?
Amber,
Haunted.
haunted. I mean, y'all say it just fine too. But this woman was trying to understand me to save my life. And I think she was messing with me a little bit because I was filming. But
Then I had to say
Well,
ghost.
if y'all seen in that video, y'all seen that Apple computer? Did y'all see it that I looked at?
Yeah.
Well, come to find out, Lonnie at Garage Flip was like right behind us, I guess, and he bought that Joker. You know, and you know, it's kind of exciting to know that he bought that Joker, but then I kind of kicked myself in the butt for not buying that Joker. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I thought that was pretty cool. I think I'll scroll up for a minute. I think if y'all see any questions y'all want to ask them, leave them in all caps so I see them. Scroll up.
I'm going up. You mean down?
Right here. And then this one next. I haven't started selling yet, but I'm still thinking about it. Shipping is what scares me the most. Sounds complicated. Is shipping complicated? What do y'all think about shipping?
Well, my very first sale on eBay, shipping bit me. It was something I bought retail arbitrage and listed it.
Wasn't it a toilet valve?
Yeah, it was like a toilet valve or something. It was my very first sale. I'd had stuff listed for about a month before I finally got a bite on that. And of course, it went to Puerto Rico. And so I ended up losing like 20 cents on that because I calculated the weight, but I didn't calculate it in the box. So as long as you account for your packing, your box, and all that, you'll be okay.
Do you weigh the stuff as you put in your shipping stuff, or do you just guess?
I generally, if it's something that I'm not within the pound range on, then I'll weigh it just to get an idea. You know, over by where I live, so I'll just throw it on the scale and then I'll add weight for the box and the packing.
Yeah.
Usually that gets me pretty close.
Yeah. That's kind of, if I did it, that's what the best thing I could recommend to you if you're doing this starting off. Do your listings. Don't be trying to do free shipping at first, because if you don't know how to estimate stuff, you know, the weight and how you're going to pack it, just weigh the stuff, put in your dimensions, and calculate it. That way they pay for exactly what they're going, you know, the label's going to cost, maybe a little more. Which shipping, I mean, y'all see how I ship all the time. Throw that junk in a bubble mailer, son. I mean, it'll get there. Y'all see, if y'all order anything from Amazon, I mean, you'll have a box, you know, this long with an item this big in it.
Mm-hmm.
And the trick, have you done anything to, like big yet, like dimensional?
Done a couple pretty good sized things.
That was another incident that we ran into, was because once you get over a cubic foot, which is 12, 12, 12, I mean, whether it's a 15, 12, 10, anyway that thing is over a cubic foot, you run into dimensional shipping, which is, I mean, that'll hurt you real quick. I mean, I remember one time it happened to us, and it went from being like I charged like $8 to ship something, it cost like 30.
We
Yeah,
knew
luckily
there
it happened after.
we didn't miss the Commodore 64. It had buttons messed up.
No, they was wanting too much for it.
But you said one of the buttons stuff.
Yeah, but they were wanting too much for it. That's the reason. After I asked about the Apple and then kind of seeing what they was going for, I was like, yeah, going in. I figured it was. I know that was one of, like, he had been looking for, like, a holy grail item for him. So I was happy to see him get
comments
that. How do you take your pictures? Do y'all do them the same for eBay and the same for Macari?
No, she just throws her Macari stuff out wherever.
Like
She'll
just on the floor? Or,
picture, yeah. We do have that mannequin you see back there behind me that she's using now, but I have like a photo booth set up for my eBay.
She's back.
Yeah, you know, it's no secret the white backgrounds help with eBay. I mean, they put that out numerous times, but people get hung up on that so much the white background, that it intimidates them to even start selling because they don't have a white background. They don't have the greatest camera. But I mean, if you represent the item for that item, like if it's not blurry, if you can see the item, that's all that matters. It'll sell. I mean, there's people all the time that'll sit there and sell stuff on eBay just holding it in their hand. You know? But it does help with Google results if you have an item listed so long and all that. So,
She's waving at you.
that's a good tip, Santa.
You missed her. She's waving at you.
Hey, baby.
She didn't even pay attention.
Caroline.
Say hey.
Didn't you almost make her middle name Nick Saban?
No, her boy name was going to be Nicholas Saban.
Oh, that's funny. Debbie. Miss Debbie. Store to start or no? I'm going to say no. What do you think?
Once I hit over 50 items listed, I went ahead and opened the store just because it was cheaper that way.
Yeah.
For me.
That's all. You know, a store is going to give you a few benefits. One, it's going to be cheaper if you have more items to list. Like if you're over however many items they give you, and it makes sense to upgrade to the store, so you're paying the $10 fee or $20, whatever the fee for the store you choose is based on the number of listings. But also having a store allows you to run sales on your items. So you got the markdown manager, you can run sales, and you'll get a shipping coupon if you're in, you know, depending on your store tier level. But I mean, and you can categorize your items. That way, if people want to shop for all your items, are already you can categorize them. But I mean, besides that, it's not going to give you a boost in rankings or anything like that.
And the absolute starter store, basic store, whatever it is on eBay, the cheapest one, it's about $5 a month. It's cheaper than paying for personal fees.
That would be my biggest decision maker. I know it was for us, was the number of items based on the listings versus the store fee at the time.
Richard's got to go.
See you, Richard. But Miss Susan says I have a personal account. Never
Hang on. Just jumping.
had an option, and they give me so many free each month. Yep.
Did you know Lonnie bought 3 truckloads of Beanie Babies?
I know he bought a bunch of Hot Wheels.
They said a truckload of Beanie Babies, and then Sean said 3 truckloads of Beanie. It's a lot of Beanie Babies.
That's I'm not even brave enough to buy them all up.
I know he bought a bunch of basketballs one time. I think that's a touchy subject with him.
Buys multiple quantity? Or
Yeah, he bought a bunch of basketballs. So, what is your favorite thing to buy? Like, if you're gonna sell it, we'll start with Amber.
Probably shoes or like really top of the line clothes you find at the thrift store.
Shoes. There's a lot of good money in shoes.
Mm-hmm.
You found some pretty good ones too, didn't you?
Yeah, I found the Toy Story Vans. They were in fair condition, but I still got $45 off of them.
see, I don't mind clothes. It's the measurements of the clothes I hate.
What
I
about
don't measure unless they ask.
that's the way to go.
Well, every time I used to just do it like that, then I'd get asked 1,500 questions, and I just gave up.
So what about you? What's your favorite?
My favorite's anything with a barcode that I can scan and list quickly.
Or new and sealed.
Yes.
That's how I am. I like new stuff.
This right here is my absolute favorite thing to find and sell.
Look at that.
You ain't sold that yet?
It
No,
hasn't
I ain't listed it yet.
Sitting up there on the shelf.
I've been playing it.
Hold on. Mr. Sean says, y'all are brothers. Yep. We are.
At least that's what we're told.
Yeah, that's what we was told growing up. We may not even be again.
Audrey wants to know where's the best place to buy your shipping supplies.
Where y'all buy y'all?
I buy mine on Amazon, eBay. A lot of times if I'm running low on boxes, I'll get on Amazon Prime and order something small for like $2, then have it shipped, and they'll ship it in a giant box for me, so then I just take that box. maybe something I don't even need. I'll just buy it for the box.
Yeah. We buy our 864 boxes off of eBay, and then we buy most of our, if we're out of our bubble mailers, we buy them off of Amazon if we're out from our eBay store coupon.
But we also buy from Supply Hut for our 864s.
Yeah. We buy them off, some of our 864 mainly off of eBay. And then besides that, any other boxes we use, like the 12 8.5s, 12 10.8s, 15 12 10s, I buy all of them at Walmart. I mean, you're paying 60 cents a box. That's about as cheap as you can order them almost for that size box. And they're readily available. So, I mean, I don't have to worry about it. I've been investing in basketball cards. A couple 500 invested, maybe 5,000 something to look into if you have a little money to spend. Wow, that's crazy.
I've looked for basketball cards for months and hadn't found the first pack anywhere.
Were you looking for them at Walmart, like the Panini?
Yeah. Any type of basketball card I've not been able to find.
Yeah, I hadn't looked. Which you found some, didn't you? And so, didn't you sell one of them?
That was football.
Oh.
Yeah, I found some football ones, but no basketball.
She said textbooks for her.
Yeah. I also hear, and your kid is into it a lot, Pokemon cards do really well. Certain ones of them.
That's what I've heard, but we haven't ever found one that's worth anything.
Yeah. The most expensive one I ever found was like $10, wasn't it? Which I don't know nothing about them. We used to have a bunch of them when we were little, didn't we?
Had thousands of them.
Yeah, we don't got them no more. Burnt that fire.
Let me go back to that question.
What question?
Like 33.
Pre-pack your orders for shipping after photos taken or wait till they sell. That's for y'all.
Oh, I wait till I sell.
I wait till it sells too, usually. If it's something that requires an odd-shaped box, I go ahead and get the box and just set the item in it. But other than that, I don't seal it up or anything because I like to look at it before I ship it.
Yeah. Which I could see that saving kind of time. That way, if it does sell and you're rushing to work one day, it's already packed up. But then I could also see it being taking up a lot of room too. Which I know people that do it both ways. Just don't do like me. And if you buy clearance from Walmart and you just de-sticker one for your photo and then you sell them, make sure you take that sticker off. Because I mailed somebody. I sold
Fortnite Monopoly.
Yeah, for like $30 like last year before Christmas.
You only pay like $4.
I mailed it for the $4 clearance tag on it. Sure did. Hi guys, I finally made it to a live show. Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you for coming, Miss Morningstar.
Bye, Susan.
Y'all ever see that show on Netflix or wherever it's at now called Lucifer?
No.
Bless y'all's heart. That's his last name, Morningstar.
You would be the one to call that out. Like
So
that.
what do y'all watch on the YouTubes?
Clean out crews here.
Pretty much we watch your videos. Usually when we eat family dinner, we've got a reseller on the TV playing. We're learning. Kids like to watch it too.
Who's your favorite ones to watch?
Usually we'll watch your channel, we'll watch Rev Resell, and then Commonwealth Picker every once in a while. Froggy Flips if I'm trying to get ideas where to go. Then, that's pretty much it. I mean, other ones will pop up on my YouTube. I watch random channels. Watch OB Picker every once in a while when I see he's on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A whole lot of time in a day. I know that's my issue too. So I forgot what I was fixing to chase a squirrel there for just a second.
Don't mind what I'm doing.
But she's over here in this chat is a flying.
I'm letting YouTube catch up to StreamYard. That's all I'm doing.
Yep, that thing was a flying. Yeah, anyone ever, hold on. Dadgummit, my daughter is in love with that show. Lucifer. Yeah, it was pretty good. We're waiting on the next season to come up. Brandon, he's the one that told me about that show Lost. I like
That was a stupid ending.
Yeah, I mean, I was so mad. I wasted all that time watching that show, and then I had to ask him, what in the world that ending mean? He said, they's all dead.
That part is, I recommended it after seeing that ending and knowing that you're going to waste all that time and be mad at it.
And the bad thing was we even had to order it off of Amazon and stuff to get the other couple seasons, and it wasn't worth it.
Yeah. Yeah,
Thanks a lot for that.
You can find Lost in any thrift store in America for 99 cents a season, just about it. At the time, during the lockdown, nobody was open, and I couldn't wait the 5 days for an eBay seller to deliver it to me. So I went on Voodoo, and I was paying like $30 a season for that disappointment.
Massive disappointment.
Actually, when we were living in Hawaii, I stumbled out onto one of their scenes where they were filming The Lost one day when I was out taking pictures. Well, everybody was mad. I mean, I just walked out there with a big fancy camera snapping pictures right in the middle of their scene as they were filming it. On me.
That's funny. Any update on the rat? We caught the one. That joker.
Don't know if there's another.
I hadn't seen any more sign of another one, so I think we got him. Ozarks, yep, that was a good one too. Did y'all? I don't know if I got it in film. Up there on that 127, we ran into a guy who's selling movie props, and he had like Jumanji and Jumanji 2 movie props out there with pictures and stuff of them in the movies.
You know, the one with the rock in it?
Yeah, that stuff was cool. Cheap tail stuff though. It was like a broomstick with a piece of metal on the end of it. He wanted like $400 for it. Mr. Basilite says hello.
Debbie said they think they canceled the devil.
Uh-oh. Yep, if you haven't seen Tesla Picker, give him a shot. I agree with that. Y'all ever watch him?
Yeah, I've watched him a few times.
He's good people.
I watched his live the other day with the Dapper Tiger.
Yeah. OBX, yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, he got a good camera. He's got that editing down pat.
Anna says you need to watch along.
That is what I'm watching right this minute. Wasn't I just telling you about that yesterday?
You did.
Sure did. Philly Picker is in here. Good to have you here as well. So, outside of reselling, what do y'all do?
Chase the kids and buy stuff. That's about it.
Work and chase the kids while he sits in the recliner and says he's chasing the kids.
Who do I work for? Because I'm gonna tell you, I know who Amber works for, right? DFAS, right?
Yes.
Okay, but if somebody asks me about my brother, I can't remember the name of that organ. I say the FBI.
That's good enough. I told you I'd kill you.
Oh goodness. So she works for DFAS and he does background investigation.
I don't do payroll though, so if anybody's watching that has payroll with them, I don't touch that. So don't come screaming at me.
And then they resell on the side on top of all that.
She gets screamed at enough by the kids.
And Lord. So where do y'all just store everything in y'all's garage or in your house or what?
Oh Lord, I got stuff everywhere.
I store stuff in the closet, on my section of the closet. The part I don't use is where I store my stuff at.
I got stuff in the living room, in the kitchen, in the pantry, and the closets downstairs. In the truck, in the minivan. I mean, it's everywhere.
Have you ever lost an order?
Not completely. I've panicked and thought I lost it and spent probably an hour and a half, 2 hours looking for something before, but never completely lost it.
Wild Earth. Interesting. Wild Earth.
Like Mirror.
I love to watch TV shows. I like to watch something I can binge watch. You know, I don't like to just watch one episode of something. I like to watch something I can, just not leave the TV for like days.
Yeah, I sit and watch these old TV shows.
And
Gomer Pyle, the Brady Bunch.
If you are not subscribed, check out Traveling Salvation. Right, Colton? Yep, they are an awesome channel. I found out not too long ago. And they full-time RVers, which is pretty awesome in itself. And they sell out of their RV.
Tanner's playing Big Boo.
Can you imagine doing that? Living in an RV and selling out of it full-time?
I couldn't do it.
Buddy, I couldn't either. I mean, I'm curious to know how their storage is, like, you know, and how they do their shipping. I mean, it's got to be little stuff, right?
You would think. What if they get a return? Where does it go to?
That's a good question. I mean, do they going to have to drive like 500 miles to get to their home base?
Or maybe they don't do returns.
Everybody does returns.
Yeah, everybody does. I don't know. I wonder, they may just live like in their hometown in an RV, and then they just travel once a week, going somewhere and come back, go somewhere and come back. That'd be my guess. I know they was right up here at DeSoto not that long ago. They ain't too far from us.
Umbrella Academy.
We need to get with them and turn that RV to the Redneck Riviera, and just, you know. But they good people to watch too.
One kid disappeared and one's playing peekaboo.
So I know whenever
Tanner.
we first started reselling, I know how angry Courtney got at me. When Brandon first started reselling, Amber, did you get angry at him?
Yes, because I thought he was selling or buying a lot of stupid stuff.
You still think he's buying a bunch of stupid stuff?
Yeah, I still scream at him a little bit when I think he's bought some stuff, but I screamed at him for the Zippo lighters, and he proved me wrong on those.
Yeah, you made a pretty good bit of money so far on them, ain't you?
Yeah, that's been my best buy to date. That lot of Zippo lighters. I think I made close to 20 times what I put into them. It was all said and done.
Where'd you find them?
Community yard sale went out. This guy had like 3 or 4 sort of junky looking Zippo lighters out on the table. I asked him about them, and then decided, hey, I may buy those. So I said, how much for all of them? They gave me a price, and one of them was a nice, it was like a 75th anniversary Zippo in a case, and they all still had the orange sticker on them, so they were still all brand new. So I said, well, let me think about it, and I went on to the next sale, and I went and got my truck because I didn't have my phone, and I looked it up, and that joker was selling for like $100. He was asking, I think it was $5 or $10. I said, I'm gonna go back. I went back over there to buy them, and when I went to buy them, he's like, I actually collect these things. I've got a couple hundred of them in the house. I said, bring them on out here. We'll see what we can do. So,
Audrey wants to know, is it different living up north versus the south?
But finish your story first.
Yeah.
So anyway, he brought them out, and I ended up making the deal with him and bought a big box of them for like $400. Called Amber up, and I was like, hey, I just bought $400 worth of lighter. And I mean, if she could have jumped through that phone and strangled me at that point, she would have.
I know I called you about the same time. You said she gonna kill me.
I got home and got them listed real quick. Like I had all the Zippos listed within a couple days and put them all on auction. And I was surprised at how the prices skyrocketed on them. Most of the people from China buying them, I think all except for 2 went to China.
Are you shipping direct to China or through
No, they were doing it through like their private party global shipping program where it would go to a warehouse or anything. But as soon as it got to the warehouse, they all left me positive feedback, so I wasn't worried.
Yeah, up there in Delaware or somewhere?
There's one in Delaware, and there's one apparently in Seattle somewhere.
Yeah, we get them ever so often, too. You'll notice, if you look at any addresses, you'll see that address numerous times. And basically, that's what that is. They just doing their own third-party shipping.
Mm-hmm.
Is it different living up north versus the south for y'all?
It is, but Indiana's not so bad. I mean, we live like right on the edge of the suburbs where I can drive 5 miles and be in the middle of cornfields. So
The drivers are worse, and people's got bad attitudes.
And y'all got the worst wind.
Yeah.
Like, that is the windiest place on earth.
it is windy.
Yes.
And you always hear the train.
The very first year that we moved up here, we had the snowiest, or like the 3rd snowiest winter in history for Indiana. So it sort of broke us in right off the bat, and I was having to drive back and forth in it all day or every day. So after that, it wasn't no big deal.
Yeah, I know it's windy up there a lot. Remember whenever all your food flew into his face and then all my food flew into his face?
These people were outside.
I know y'all got on here wanting to hear some embarrassing stories about Colton. I mean, I just know y'all did, every one of you. I mean, they just ain't any.
Your brother's gonna say
They're
that big
crazy dudes. I mean, they ain't nothing more embarrassing than that.
I mean, they just ain't any. I mean, I've done everything. I drunk my dog's medicine. I've drunk bleach.
Climbed on the refrigerator when he was a baby.
I've done it all.
hooked
Pulled
yourself.
a big heavy butter typewriter off on his head.
Yep, had a clothes hanger sticking out of my eyeball.
Cut your hand wide open with a knife.
That was him.
That's
That
me.
was you too. You bought that curvy knife in the mail and slashed your hand open. Mm.
Which we grew up outside all the time. That's one thing I've noticed. A lot of children need to get outside more. I mean,
Caroline.
we lived outside, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
Now you look at me.
I mean, we just disappear and be off in the woods for most of the day. Nobody ever think to look for us or nothing.
Yep, never hear a problem about no text or nothing. Nowadays,
Or they drop you off and just say, go fishing.
yeah, I mean, I'd getting dropped off going hunting at a hunting club whenever I was like 10.
Mm-hmm.
Lord goodness.
Bunch of sissy kids nowadays.
Lord. We chase some squirrels on that one.
Speaking of squirrels, there's a squirrel.
That's a pretty squirrel. Oh, why has he got a white face?
That's just a southern fox squirrel. The white face.
It's funny.
Didn't you kill that up on the side of that mountain?
No, not that one. That's a different one. I killed that one the day that the Space Shuttle Columbia exploded. Coming home and seeing it on the news after we got home.
Miss Debbie, I resent that comment. Oh, goodness. Oh, Scotland. What's the Scottish accent I could do? I don't know. What's the y'all know how a Scottish accent is?
Your brother's not even going to try.
Sounds Scottish.
Do
you?
Don't look at me like I know all these languages.
Oh, so, which brings me to my next squirrel I want to talk about real quick because I done told him I was going to. I seen on the news they found a vehicle not made of this earth. Alien vehicle.
Caroline.
Sure did. Did anybody else see that on the news? They found aliens. He don't believe in aliens. I was up there in Tennessee just last week and I seen a darn UFO. I mean, can't get no clear cut than that.
Have fun at Cabela, Sean.
So y'all don't believe in aliens?
No.
Papa Stick says hello.
I couldn't run with that one. The Scottish accent sounds like redneck.
Give back, baby.
That's what she wants is the squirrel.
See, that right there is a true redneck baby.
There you go, Caroline. You can play with
She
the
ain't
baby.
happy till she got
Squirrel.
the squirrel in her lap.
Okay.
Scrooge me.
She's fascinated with the squirrel.
Sure is. But hey, thank y'all for coming on and hanging out with us today.
You're welcome.
Y'all got anything y'all want to add to the fine redneck resellers out there? Tips? Last thoughts?
Not really. Any real embarrassing stories? Now's the time to ask.
There ain't none. We done went over these. I'm trying to think of one. Well, hey, thank y'all for hanging out with us. We had fun.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Thank you. Bye.
If y'all see, we're going to try to get them up on the YouTube here before too long.
Maybe one day.
Maybe one day. All right. We'll see y'all.
Bye.
All righty, guys and gals. So figured we'd bring them on for a little bit just to, I mean, they're the only like reselling couple I know that's just started, and they're putting in the work along with their full-time jobs and along with their 3 kids. And I'm sure that 99% of you people in the chat are in the same boat. And I mean, it's rough, you know, and people don't see that side of it. I know I talk to them all the time. They're either working at their job, doing something with the kids, or they're listing. I mean, it's hard work, straight up hard work, but it can be lucrative and enjoyable, as you can see there. And that's the reason I wanted to bring them on, because I know they're real down-to-earth folk, and they're making it happen however they're making it happen. And yep, Brandon, what's for supper? We should have asked him. He's still backstage there. I can still see him. Pop him back on there real quick. See, there he is again. He's back.
What's for supper?
We're having pork belly burn ends today.
In case y'all didn't know, if y'all don't follow him at Q Gotta Be Kidding, he cooks unbelievable looking steaks. If y'all need food recipes, that's where you need to go. Sure is.
Yeah. That's my free time right there.
All right, we'll see you again. Y'all know how rough it really is, but he's a smart guy and knows how to hunt a good deal down. Good kinfolk Colton. I mean, 99% of the folks out there reselling are putting in the grind just like that. They're not doing it full time. They're doing it on top of their kids, their family, their jobs. And I mean, that's amazing. I mean, amazing to me. And here I am sitting here most days griping because I got to get in here and list 12 things.
It's just a lot to get back in the groove.
You know, I mean, it's a reality check for me, puts things in perspective for me. And I know it will a bunch of you guys that are out there doing the grind every single day. I mean, all you guys and gals that are doing this, I mean, y'all are the real resellers, the real deal, the ones that we should be looking to for advice. I mean, that's just the facts of it.
Bring him back every 2 minutes and say bye again.
It's awesome. But I mean, that's truth though. Truth. But anyhow, try Tatties, Haggies, Neeps I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. Please explain how to share links to channels. You just Google the channel name and then copy the address bar and then paste it into the chat.
If you have
or some people will have their custom URLs, you know what I mean? Like ours is www.youtube.com/redneckresale. Revs, I think, is Rev Resale. And Dapper Tiger, I think, is Dapper Tiger. But we do have some pretty big...
Oh.
What happened? Haggies. Stuffed sheep intestines. My Lord. Ooh. What is a moon pie?
What? This right here is a moon pie.
It's the most delicious thing ever. So we do have a pretty big, impactful thing coming up here in the next week, maybe week and a half, 7 to 10 days. And so y'all be sure to keep checking on the channel. I ain't gonna tell you what it is just yet, but it's gonna impact this channel. I went from daily uploads on this channel, and then it was right at the time we got the shout out from Renee, and then we were on that listing challenge and I couldn't keep up, so we fell back to like 3, 4, 5 a week. And then I was trying to get back on the daily content on this channel, and now we're back to, I mean, I don't know how often we're uploading.
There's Amber's link for her Macari.
Yeah, if y'all want to see how what they're selling, what they're sourcing, and that kind of thing. What was I saying? Oh, so it's going to impact this channel, like our daily uploads and that kind of deal. And it's another way I'm wanting to do the YouTubes. So it's going to affect this channel. We're still going to do our reselling stuff and our live shows. But our live shows are probably going to get kicked back from once every Sunday to twice a month, probably every other Sunday.
What's Tunnocks? Tea cakes? I don't know how to say that.
We need to get with him. We need to do an exchange of boxes.
Definitely.
Sure do.
It's definitely a match made in heaven.
But moon pie resales. But yeah, I mean, that kind of relates to what I was saying. We're starting up. I'll just go ahead and tell y'all so I ain't got away. We're starting up a completely different YouTube channel. This one is a reselling channel, and it's gonna stay a reselling channel, and it's gonna stay Redneck Resales. I'm not giving in to them folk that want my name changed. I mean, it's gonna stay Redneck Resale, but we're gonna have a backup. I guess what you'd call it, kind of a backup.
How many items?
With a completely different name, and that kind of deal. And it's gonna be somewhat reselling, because I mean that's all we do. Because we were talking about channel ideas, we enjoy the filming aspect of everything, but I mean all we do is resell.
Miss Babette, we have 1,075 listed right now.
Yeah.
But
anyhow, that's gonna be coming up pretty soon, so y'all be watching for that.
That is true. We would eat all the
whatever
moon
we
pies
decide.
and sell none.
I'm trying to announce it, and I don't even know what I'm announcing. So what's the name? I don't know what it's gonna be yet. We already got another channel, and it's got a few videos on it.
But we're gonna have to change the name because it has Redneck in it.
So we're gonna change the name of that, and we're gonna revamp the way we run this channel along with that one. I mean, we love YouTube. We love all you guys and gals in interacting with you. But I mean, YouTube holding back rednecks. Noodling and More channel. Let's see. I have the name for your second. I want 10% profits. Hold on. Go to this one, Miss Davies. Lives twice a month.
I think it's lives.
No, because I was talking about we're doing lives twice a month on this channel. We're gonna have to for maybe a month. We may kick it back up some random days of the week, but I mean there's only so much hours in the day, so we got to find that balance.
There you go.
Southern Pride Resellers, that's a pretty good one. Make a hunting channel. Well, y'all know I like to include not just reselling stuff on this channel, and I'm gonna keep doing that, but I want to include more of us. Yeah. Anyhow, that'll be coming up later. You know that National Limb Foods vacation when they go to the brother-in-law's trailer in the desert and he's cooking meat on a hot rock, gonna be like that.
That's too hot.
That is crazy. It is a lot harder to sell on eBay now with fraudulent buyers. Well, we hadn't ran into fraudulent buyers yet, have we? Not really?
Not really.
Not really. Yeah. We enjoy eBay. We enjoy Amazon. We enjoy it all. I mean, it's just been hard getting back into the groove of it since we took that vacation.
Very.
But we're going to be kicking out the videos on the Redneck Resale channel at least 3 times a week.
2 or 3.
Yeah, 2 or 3 consistently. So.
And then we'll have our other channel.
Yeah, on the other days. Because that's what led to all this is I love doing daily videos. I mean, y'all can see that on this channel. And I wanted to take the advice I was given on letting the videos breathe and, test that out and that kind of thing. So I'm thinking if I do 2 channels, I can still do basically daily videos, and it'll allow each channel's videos time to breathe because I'll be backwards and forth.
I mean, you could go ahead and give them the name it is now, and then they
Yeah.
go over and watch the other two.
I'll do that later when we change it because I need to take it out. But that's the reason behind that, because I want to get back to doing more videos, and that's I think the best way to do it. But that's just something we've been kicking around anyhow. Louis just sent a message. But we thank y'all all so much. Y'all all are awesome. If you sell products over $200, you'll find you attract the item not described, item not received. I want discount buyer. I can see that. We get them ever so often.
Yeah, not constantly though.
Yeah, usually if I sell a product and I get something like that, it's usually something I've done. And if it's non-buyer, like I had a buyer not too long ago, like completely rude. Like their item had been shipped for like 4 days. They opened up a case and it said in the case comments, it says issue a refund. This is lost. And I was like, dude, this thing's been out in the mail for like 4 days now. It's not lost. So in instances like that, when people's rude to me, I will drag that joker. Even if it's a $2 item, I will make them go through every hoop they have to jump through. You know what I mean? So I like insert the tracking and then let that drag out, and then do the next step and let that drag out. Just because people are douchebags.
I don't know if you can say that on YouTube.
What? Douchebags?
Yes.
I can say whatever I want on YouTube.
So if GM will hit us up on Instagram, we'll swap out some moon pie stuff.
Yeah, heck yeah. GM.
What?
Hit me up on the Instagram. We need to work out a trade deal. Sure do.
Man,
Very true.
Louis is.
Love you guys. Taught my 22-year-old daughter how to list on eBay. She always said it was boring until she saw the numbers. Yep. People can make a killing on eBay and Amazon and Poshmark if you put the time into it. And
I've actually done really well with Poshmark when we first started.
yeah,
I just like
our problem right now 100% is balance. We're struggling to find a balance. How much time do we put into eBay? How much time do we put into Amazon? How much time do we dedicate to YouTube? And that's the thing we're doing. And I found YouTube was a lot easier to do whenever I was filming every day and uploading the same day. So that's where we're going to get back to.
It's okay. I'm just letting them sit till after the live.
So that's the reason we were figuring that out. And that's why we're going to roll with it. He says, I just fill eBay sites with the buyer 100% of the time against hardworking seller. They're getting better at not doing that. I've found in my limited experience, if you find it's all about who you talk to with eBay. If somebody issues something or says something about your case and they're not doing nothing, if you're on the phone with them, hang up and call back. And I have found doing that, like the second or third person I talk to will actually do what I asked the first person to do. And if that don't work, then send eBay for Business a message, and usually they get it done like pretty quick.
I have a question. How do y'all get returns?
Yes, Mr. and Mrs. Traveling Salvation. We were talking about y'all earlier. How do y'all? I got some questions. Like
Maybe we should have them on the live.
I need to have y'all on this live show because a lot of folks got a bunch of questions, and I do. Like, how do y'all handle returns? You
just want to set up a live with them one day.
Yeah, if y'all can do it, hit me up on Instagram. We need. I think that would be an awesome show.
Questions.
Because I need to know about like how y'all, because it's awesome y'all are traveling around the RV. Do y'all not buy big items? Y'all only buy small items? How do y'all handle the returns? Do y'all just have a home base set up? What do y'all shipping area?
Your brother's impatient.
Pretty cool stuff. So yeah, I need to get up with you guys and gals and see if y'all want to do a show together, because I think that would be awesome.
I'm not. It's just.
Louis, calm down.
I got 8 notifications so far, so I'm just letting them sit.
I sold a fragile item on eBay, and they have received it like weeks ago. When they communicate or leave some feedback, I could go on and on. Yep, and I know my brother. I talked to him about this. He was doing it at first, leaving feedback, and then he quit leaving the feedback until their item showed delivered, and that day or that next day he was leaving feedback, and that would kind of remind them too. I think it worked for him. Shake your head if I'm saying that right. Okay, he's shaking his head no, so that wasn't.
Do we need to pop you back in here so you can clarify it?
I think he waits. He waits till after they get it, and then he leaves feedback. Right? He's screaming. I can't see him.
You want me to just pop him in?
Yeah.
What?
So after they give me feedback, I leave it down. And
After they leave you a feedback.
And since I'm at my feedback's amount that I get received has went through the roof. And I was getting 5 and 6% leaving me feedback before that. Now I'm close to about 60%. So it seems to help a little bit.
Do you send out any automated messages?
I don't, mainly because when I get those automated messages, I want to leave not so nice feedback for them because they annoy me. So I don't do that to people.
Oh,
They try to buy small and they have a P.O. box.
interesting.
They would love to come on.
Heck yeah.
So
We're going to set that up.
Yep.
Set that joker up. All right, bye, Brandon.
Bye.
I got my feedback set on automatic, so as soon as you pay for it, the feedback's left. The guy we buy IKEA bags from on eBay, he sends out a message, thank you, it's automated, thank you for your purchase, we'll ship them out immediately. And then after the item shows delivered, another automated message comes in and says, hello, we noticed you received your item. Please ensure that everything is correct and you're happy with your purchase. If so, leave us positive feedback. And that right there, I'm not upset when I see that. I'm like, oh, wow. Even though I know this is a computer talking to me, it still invokes the response where I'll probably leave them feedback or I'll just ignore it. But, there's all different kinds of things you can do.
That little one is T-Roy Tanner.
Yep. There's all different things you can do to get feedback, putting in thank you cards. Just all different things. Just ask them, hey, if you're happy, will you leave me a feedback?
We leave feedback 1 day a month for everyone who pays. It's about 500 or 600 comments.
Yeah, but you are on a huge scale. Like,
yeah.
You're big time. Sure is. Where do you set up that automatic feedback after delivered? We have it set up. I don't know if you can set it up after delivered. You have to monitor that. See when it's delivered, then leave your feedback for them manually. We have it set up so as soon as they pay, because in our eyes, there's nothing. The buyer has fulfilled their duty. If they bought the item and they paid for the item, that completes their side of the transaction. Essentially, they done their job. They deserve the feedback, so we leave it for them. And then it's our time to fulfill our part, and they should, once our part is fulfilled, leave us feedback. But that's just the name of the ball game. I think less and less people are focusing on feedback compared to 5 years ago or 10 years ago. If I'm buying something from somebody, I'll glance at their feedback, but that isn't like a decision maker. If they got good photos, and they're not sitting at like a 60% positive rating, I'll probably buy from them. Yep, I completely agree with that statement too. But there is subtle things you can do to put it in his mind, such as thank you notes, and on your thank you note mention, if you're happy, leave a positive feedback, because a lot of people,
we didn't put that on ours.
A lot of people will look at it that way. Well, hey, if no news, it's good news. If I'm not hearing from him, that means he's got to be happy with it. I ain't got to worry with it.
Unless it
I
goes
got
a
your
long
money.
distance, and
I got your money. It's sold, done deal. I'm happy, and that's an okay way to look at it too. But if you're wanting, there's subtle ways to plant information in people's head. You'll see like YouTubers do it all the time, and you don't even know it. It's a breadcrumb. Like you'll see all of a sudden something back there, like that teddy bear in the back will have subscribe written across his chest. You see that, and it's or a TV flashing in the background says subscribe, or a pillow, or a thumbs up button, pop up. People plant that stuff in there for a reason, even though it's subtle and you may not even think about it. It implants it in your head to invoke a response.
And just so you know, that is not a subscribe bear. It says I love Alabama.
Roll Tide. But I mean, there's stuff like that you can do, you know. That'll, is a demonic roller skating bear murder big bird yet? 100% has.
4 big birds over there, face down.
eBay likes working in your account, so leaving feedback for your customers help. Yep. Like I say, we always leave at the time they pay. I feel their duty is done. I mean, I would used to get bent out of shape over feedback. You know, like if I got a negative, it was like the same thing whenever I started YouTube and I got a thumbs down. Like I'm sure this one's done got a thumbs down too. But after so long, you just kind of whatever, you know, you used to it. And if I get a negative feedback for something, it's not my fault, or it is my fault, and just let it go. Or if it's not my fault, generally, I'll call eBay or eBay for Business, and they take care of it. What if you go on vacation? How do you set that up on eBay?
Well, there's 2 ways you could go about
There
it.
is numerous ways, actually, because we used to do one way, and it was kind of against the norm of everybody. You got vacation settings you can turn on, so you can say you can choose to shut all your account, basically hide your listings, and it won't let people buy them. Or you can do the vacation setting turned on. It leaves all your listings up where people can see them and buy from them, and you can put a banner on there that says we're out until this date, and you can put a custom wording with that too. And make sure when you do this, you got your handling time on eBay, which means if this sells and I want to, you know, set my handling time, that's how long I got to get this item from here to dropped off and scanned at the shipping service. So
also, you could change your shipping time.
You need to make sure you set both of them the same. So if you're going on vacation, you need to set your handling time, because that vacation mode, you'll still get a ding on your account if your handling time is not changed. You have to change both of them. But what we used to do is if you're under like 1,000 items, the easiest way to do it, what we did, is if we were going somewhere for like 5 days, I would put every one of my items on a auction for that amount of time. So if we were going to be gone 5 days, I would leave my prices the same, or maybe discount them 10%, but leave the prices as if it was buy it now, and I'd just run an auction on all my items until we got back. And one, that helped. By the time we was back, the auctions were over. It's time to ship. We didn't have to explain to everybody, hey, did you see the vacation settings? We're not here. And it worked for a little bit, but once you get over like a certain number of listings, it becomes a headache. But if you only got like 200, that's another option to consider. Is throw your whole store on just auction, leave your prices the same, and let it roll.
If you're going for a few days, though, I would just change the handling time, your shipping time.
That's what we do now. I won't even put my store on vacation mode. I'll just extend my handling time, and then if somebody says something, I'll say, well, my handling time's this. If not, I can cancel if you're not happy with waiting. What is the best platform to sell on, Amazon or eBay? They both have their
ups and downs.
Yeah, they both have their things that are unique for them. eBay is a great place to sell secondhand items, unique items, one-of-a-kind things. You know, I mean, when you think old school eBay, you think about, what do you think about selling? Vintage stuff, cool stuff, electronics. Now, granted, you can sell that stuff on Amazon and maybe get a little bit more for it. I mean, you can do that too. And Amazon, they're completely different in their aspects of how they operate. Like when we sell on eBay, we're selling stuff for a higher profit, you know, or higher ROI. So if we put out $100, we want to make more money on top of that $100. Whereas if we selling something on Amazon, we'll take a way less, you know, ROI, but we're gonna make up for that in volume. Because the rate, and we ran this experiment about a year ago. The rate things, if you're in the right category, you got a good item, sales ranks low on Amazon, you can put the exact same item. We had ink pens, and we had some on eBay, and then we sent a bunch into FBA, and I sold like 100 packs of these within 10 minutes on Amazon, and it took me 3 months to sell 3 packs on eBay.
Because packaging was too messed up for Amazon.
So, I mean, you know, volume versus higher ROI items, garage sale, normal things. But there is people who will go out and, pick up video games and sell them in the used category, collectible on Amazon, and they make a killing that way too. So, I mean,
You just have to be careful.
generally, it's just how your business model is set up, what you're wanting to do, and, that kind of deal.
I've had a problem changing items from buy it now to auction. Base system keeps telling me to tell me something I can't.
Yeah, they'll flag you, and say, I know this happened whenever they was changing the item specifics a lot back last year. Like one of the biggest things for us what we were selling were DVDs and VHS, and they were requiring the actors and something that, like the production, the studio, you had to make that. See, we were having to go in and add those item specifics before you can update it in the bulk editor. So that may be the issue with that. So just make sure you check your item specifics for the required specifics, because like I say, that could be the problem. They both take our fee money. Yep, sure do.
Invaluables website? No.
Isn't it hard to move items from auction to fixed price when you don't sell it? No. Basically, whenever the auction's over, they go, it helps make sure you clear out your unsold folder, because you got your active, your sold, your unsold. Clear out that unsold folder. So everything that goes on unsold, you can just bulk edit that and then relist as fixed price. And it goes right back. But like I say, it can be a headache if you get up to like 1,000 items trying to do that.
Caroline's all up in the camera now. Any tips on reselling things that may be a little open? Or are you more honest than me?
Reselling things that may be a little open. What are you talking about?
I guess like one of them figures, if it's kind of open, the seals.
Like if you got like a action figure and it's like cracked open or something, like it's partially open. If I'm selling that joker on eBay, I'm taking a picture of it. I mean, most of the time, if you're doing it like that and you're trying to hide stuff, you're gonna get returns a lot. I mean, if it goes on eBay and there's something noticeably wrong with it, I at least photo it and put it in the photos. And then generally my description says, item shows some wear, see photos, or see photos for exact item. And I just reference the photos and, make them look at that. Or if it's scratched up, I'll say, or if it's old books, items may show some wear or tear, like such as discoloring, bends, and or tears. That kind of deal, just a blanket thing, but see photos, and it works pretty good. Yeah, he says bingo. Yeah, I would 100%, especially action figures. Them jokers are picky with their collectibles. Yeah.
I have a new item listed in the original box, which is in bad shape.
Yeah, usually in that case, I just put I'll list it as new other or something, or I'll say new damaged packaging. And then I'll just reference, hey, the packaging has wear, tear, damage, whatever it is, but the item is new seal. And I would just leave it. Like I actually sold one of them action figures. Where is it?
What?
The Headless Horseman.
It's up there on the top shelf.
Like this one. I picked this up there at the 127. Y'all see that? And from the pictures, it looks all right, but this plastic, it's new. It's got discolor in here. And like the corners,
you can kind of see it. Hang on.
The corners are kind of dented,
that
kind of deal. So I just put the packaging is damaged in the title, and then I took close-up pictures of it and said it's got bends, dinged corners, discoloration of the plastic, but it's new. And a lot of people that are just wanting the action figure, they care less about the plastic. But then you got the collector side of it that want mint stuff, so you got to be real careful with that kind of deal. Then ask them buyers email if any questions. Yeah, I rarely, my descriptions are vague. Like almost 90% of the time it just says see photos. Yeah, in that case, if it is new, I generally will not put it in the used cat. If there's only a new and used category, I will not put it in the used category. I'll leave it in the new, but I'll reference whatever's wrong with it in the title. So I'll put damaged or damaged packaging or box damaged, something like that, or read below. Something to draw their eye to, hey, there's something right. You need to look at this a little deeper.
Your brother's on the phone with somebody.
But yeah, that right there is one of the biggest things. New people coming on to eBay is, and it was for us too. Like I would see something, I wouldn't think nothing of it, and I wouldn't describe it, and a week later, bam, I'm getting a return, and I know deep down it was my fault. And that's still the case today. If we get a return, generally it's something I've not disclosed or I didn't know, or that kind of deal. See that on Amazon a lot. Distressed box. Yep. Like if it's any kind of dinged up packaging, we don't send it to Amazon because Amazon buyers are picky. I don't know why though, because I've seen how I get stuff from Amazon.
Yep.
Like they should be less picky than eBay.
I've received a lot of rough stuff from Amazon, especially my books. The bins are not new,
Which we have psyched up a little bit as far as that goes.
But we can't do a lot of RA for Amazon right now either.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, pandemic.
We're gonna have to wrap this up.
Yeah, Traveling Salvation. You can drop your link in here. That way
wait. I may have to give you a wrench.
any of these fine guys and gals don't know who you are.
Where are they? Why is it jumping? Hang on.
But we do need to get with you and have y'all on here.
Stop.
I don't know what she's doing. I have no
It's
idea.
jumping. I'm sorry, y'all. It's jumping. I don't know if I got him.
Make Rob and Lisa one too.
I gotta wait on.
They're good folk.
Y'all give me just a second. I'll do that. It's wanting to be ketchup. The ketchup.
It
It is way behind.
Pop that sucker.
I can't just. No. Wrong one.
If she deletes one of y'all, I apologize.
It's so jumpy. I'm trying. Whoa.
Hold on, go back over and let me see if there's any questions.
Okay, I just added somebody. Let's see.
I have reduced. Nope. Did y'all ever hear anything back from that piece Colton left in the box? I think it was a wedding thing. Never heard anything else from that.
The easel back.
Yeah, the picture, the metal thing.
We sent it though.
Yeah, I sent her a message. I've not got a negative feedback for it. Not got a message reply. I don't know. I'm sure something will come. They didn't have a lot of feedback, so I'm assuming they had like 2 feedback. So I'm assuming they're pretty new to eBay.
Matthew, send us a message on Instagram. We'll set that up.
Heck yeah. But yeah, they I hadn't heard nothing back from them.
You're so funny. Haha.
User deleted. We don't have yard sale, Louis. Thank you.
You have car boots at trunk sales.
Car boot sales. I think that's kind of the same thing. Like a flea market, like yard sales. Like I think they're kind of the same. People around here, they just set their stuff on the ground or out in their driveways or whatever, and people, just stop at them and buy stuff.
Okay, it's gonna take me a minute to go back through all these for these wrenches.
But I think they're pretty close to the same car boot sales in the USA. But that would kind of be like our flea markets. Like people pull up in their cars and they're selling stuff right next to their cars where they brought it over, I'm assuming. She's going through here. I don't know what she's doing.
Okay.
I
think everybody's got their wrenches.
I did see somebody asked if we buy pallets. We don't. Not yet.
Where is it?
I almost bought some storage units yesterday. Almost. Sure did. But we were late to the auction that we didn't know was an auction, and they wouldn't let me register.
Okay, let's see.
I need 900 subs to reach 1K. If we could do that this week, that would be great. Oh, Louis, funny. Louis good people though. Dan, the answer. Hold on. bonnet hoods.
Hmm.
Interesting. Makes
Mm.
sense though. I knew what a boot was.
How do you like starting a store?
Like a brick and mortar store? Maybe.
Are any of them haunted?
Buddy, that was horrible. Horrible.
How is Poshmark? It's going okay. It's slow because I haven't really listed anything on it and I haven't shared.
But she did yesterday. Y'all ain't gonna believe it.
I listed 5 yesterday.
On where?
Poshmark.
But where else do you list?
I listed on Macari. But I only listed 3 things on Macari to
And
try it.
buddy, them things ain't got like 3 views on them jokers.
But I mean, it's not. We got them kind of priced kind of high.
I thought we had them priced low.
No, we got them priced on the higher side.
Colton, you know, I'm planning to move to No kidding. That'd be awesome. I need to come visit you, Mr. Basilite. He got everything. Everything.
Car food and Maggie's color.
But, guys,
Sam jumped in last
yeah,
minute.
there's Sam. He probably been back there lurking. I know I'm bad about doing that. What happened? What is? I bought 300 packs of sealed underwear for $30 sealed from Jockey.
I was trying to figure out what you were reading. It's jumping.
List them jokers everywhere, man. 10,000 square. Wow.
That's a lot to fill
Is
up.
that just gonna be one of your buildings? Can you imagine 10,000? That's a lot of room.
He has Posh and Macari. Both are a pain. Only pain on Poshmark is you have to constantly share, which I don't. But I've sold quite a few things this week. I'm lazy. Let's see.
I would love to see your workflow process listing items when you have a lot to list like you showed. Yeah, it's still all sitting over here, every bit of it. So, I got a bunch of DVDs stacked over here now. I'm on list, but yeah, I'll definitely film that. I mean,
He's lurking.
it's not good footage. I mean, basically, I just take a bunch of items and I'll make sure they're all de-stickered or wiped down or whatever they need, and then I set them over there, and then I take pictures of all of them, and then I slide them down here to Miss Courtney, and then Miss Courtney inventories all of them
And puts it up.
and puts it up while I'm listing, and then whenever the listings are done, she's inputting the custom SKUs. But yeah, we'll film it. That's a good thing.
He's lurking in the background.
That'd be good to film. But hey guys and gals, we're approaching an hour and 40 minutes. He's over there spinning something. You can't see him.
You want me to pop him
That's
on
that
her?
frog.
Mm.
But yeah, thank y'all all for coming on here, hanging out with us today. Like I said, I wanted to bring Brandon and Amber on because I feel they can relate more to you guys and gals than anybody on the YouTube, because they're 3 kids working more than full time, you know, pursuing reselling. And I mean, that right there is that's what it's all about.
There you go.
5 cents per share, buddy. I'd go broke.
He got her.
Awesome, man. He's not too far away from us neither.
Is that like $10 on eBay? Like, I don't understand the currency exchange.
That's 10 pounds on eBay. I mean, whatever your business model is, we sell anything over like anything. It depends on how easy it is to list and ship. You know, if it's like just a few pictures, simple like a video game, I'll go down to $3.
Matt,
Because basically at that point I've already got it, and I don't have another way to liquidate that right now. So I'll throw it up on eBay. However, we do got a bunch of stuff in our death pile that's yard sale and maybe antique booth type stuff later on.
Matthew, that ain't our fault if your wife fails or you fail. That's all on you, buddy.
Lord. A
A lot of people are popping in less.
69 folks in here. Holy cow.
He said make it a 2-hour show. We're
2
not far
hours.
off of it.
I got a list. She's been getting on me. She said we're going broke.
Well, I mean, not broke, but
I mean, we don't have many out on the West Coast. Part-time pickers out there. That's another guy. He works full-time and kids and kills it on eBay.
we're actually take a job trip to Tennessee later this year.
Awesome. October is the 411 yard sale. It's kind of like the Highway 127 sale, except this one's a little bit shorter. And it's another big long yard sale. Runs up through multiple states. The Highway 411, and it's coming out the first week. I think it's the first weekend in October. So we're gonna be out there on that. So maybe we'll run into some of you guys and gals.
Mac and tuna. Ooh.
Ooh, tuna helper. That sounds good.
Sorry, I'm not into fish right now. How far are you from Arkansas? Quite a ways.
About 8 hours.
No, it's more.
About 8 hours.
Maybe
We're in
even more.
northeast Alabama. It's about 8 hours.
My brother's planning on coming to 411, so nothing changes.
Couple of picker says, I'm so glad we are a couple working in this crazy business. Would not want to. Amen to that. 100%. Which y'all were on like 16 platforms too, though.
Bye, Nikki T.
Bye, Nikki T. Love Star, you can't afford bread.
Jessica's
Miss
fashionably
Jessica,
late.
good to have you. 411, better, cooler weather. Yep. Sure is. We've had more luck on that sale, though, compared to the other ones. And then you got the Highway 11 sale, which is, it's more of an antique sale, so we never really go to that one.
We have 9 platforms right now.
Yeah, they sell a lot.
That's just making like that's just way too much work for me to be doing right now.
Which I think they use Bonanza. I think it's Bonanza. I live in Long Island, New York, but I'm coming to Arkansas for a week to do some work. Arkansas is a nice country. I mean, the football team ain't that great, but teamwork makes the dream work. But anyhow, thank y'all so much for hanging out with us.
You all can come up to Knoxville then on 411.
Right. That's the plan, right up through like Maryville. That's the plan as of now, right up in that area. Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg. Moon Pie Store.
Heck yeah.
Hot tub and a cabin.
I can't do a hot tub.
Hot tub and a cabin. This guy.
Fireplace.
That's what it can be.
It's a lot.
Balance. It's a hard thing to find. But thank you guys and gals all for coming on here and hanging up with us today. Brandon, be sure to tell them all bye. We caught you by surprise. You back.
You did. See you later, everybody.
And we'll see all you guys and gals tomorrow. Video will be dropping tomorrow night. So we'll see y'all all then.
Bye, Caroline.
See y'all.
Now she's waving at you.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye, everybody.
See y'all.